Hi everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back to my channel, Scrap Edit Creations. Today I'm going to be working with In Full Bloom. I've been wanting to get back to this paper for a while. I was surprised when I started pulling my paper out from the areas I had it at how much I actually have of this paper. I'm excited, and I know by the time I'm done with all of the layouts I'm planning to do, I'm never going to want to use this paper, right? Okay, well, let's get started. So I cut some stuff out and I kind of laid it where I'm thinking. I've done a little bit of stamping on one page just to kind of use the however it's said, perfectly imperfect patterns, I think is what it's called. Yeah, D2051. I put a link down below. Um, so I'm using the splatters and then these two globbies. I don't know my technical words for it. The other stamp set I am using is, I think it's called Love Story. Yeah, Love Story Z3990. I'm telling you the one with the dies. I'm not using the dies. I did cut the Our Life, Our Story, Our Home into 6 different stamps, and I used this one and these hearts because I almost used this one and this one, but I didn't want to pull in more of a flower right now. I didn't use this splatter. Instead, I chose to use this one because I was using the perfectly imperfect patterns on these. So I've got Our Life, Hearts, Our Home, Hearts, and then some splatter in Mink ink, and then the words are in Glacier. And over on this one, I decided to put Our Story, I Love You, and then the hearts, and did the same kind of thing. I tried at first to, let me grab it. I did toss it in the trash or recycling, actually. I tried to put some more blobbies on here and I just didn't like it. I liked the first one I did, but then I tried to add more and it was like, nah, but this is just a repeat of this. So I recut this one and I did not add adhesive to it to help speed us up tonight. And let's see here. Okay, so I cut these flowers out with the Cricut In Full Bloom set. So the Cricut file below does have these flowers and then the So Loved, which is also from the Cricut set, and the film strip. Although I do have the die for that as well. I love the fact that it was on the Cricut, and so I just kind of cut them real quick. I decided to go with Mink for the photo mats, and I used my, let's see here, my new little tool to kind of rough up the edges a little bit, just give it a little bit of roughness. I kind of overdid it on this, but I'm just going to accept because I really like it. I roughed up the edges on here and just kind of mangled this a bit. And then I stamped the blob, which I probably should have stamped the littler blob, but part of that's going to be kind of tucked under. And so you're not really going to see much of that. Let's see here. I did crimp my leaves. I tried to get things as prepped as possible. I had to run and get a prescription tonight. I got a grandkid over because there's no school tomorrow. So I just thought, you know what? I'm going to be as prepared as possible. Okay, so let's work on this page over here first because I'm just trying to figure out kind of exactly how close I want all of this. But on the cut file, I did lay it out exactly how I'm envisioning it. I can't say the word. I'm so sorry. Okay, but I just kind of splattered around, and what I did was I had the papers and just kind of laid them out, and then I decided kind of the areas that I wanted to see a little bit more of the color. And so with doing that, see how it kind of, you can see them, but then I put this here and you've got less, and then this one goes here. So you still can see this up here, but then you put this here. And this is layout, I want to say 7 of the Cricut cut files. And then I added, I want to say like 2 or something to it because it's a new version. But I wanted to go back over some of those little files and just, see how much I could use to do it in different papers. That was my goal. And I'm sorry, I'm talking fast. I am trying to speed up because I'm a yapper. Okay, so there, it's pretty good. I think it's a little less on one side. Okay, so I did splatter stamp this one right here, and then this one over here I did a couple times because you weren't seeing it as much when I put the paper over it. And then again over here I did two of them because the photo mat was covering some stuff up. And then this one I just wanted a smidge. This, not loving that that's hanging over there, but I'm okay with it. It's just where it went when I was smushing stuff in. So I just kind of have to watch that I get that pretty close to it. Okay, so this one is 3 by 10, and this one over here is 4 by 10. The floral pattern is 5 by 5.5, and this green striped pattern, which would be avocado, is 2.5 by 8. So black is 8.5 by 11 1/4, and then this is mink right here, 8 1/4 by 11. Okay, so I'm gonna try to build this side up because that's gonna dictate what we do on the other side. I almost flagged this piece and then I thought, no, that's not how the original layout was, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm probably going down a little further than I had originally intended to, but I'm okay with it. Because I want to make sure that that film strip has, front and center up here. That's that's the one I like the most. I love those film strips. I think they're so cute. Okay, so I'm not going to officially adhere that down. I'm just going to kind of set it there. And then I'm going to get this one and see how it balances out. Because I want the bottoms to match. Okay, I like that. I like this. So I'm going to just set the bottom because I want to slip this down in there, and it needs a little bit of adhesive just so it doesn't try to escape at any point. Okay. And I did put some of the splatter with the, I think it was this one, with Mink ink on here too. You just can't see it as much. That Glacier takes over quite a bit. Okay, I love these flowers. These are gorgeous. The first set that I did, because I had to cut one more of the outlines of the large one because it ripped this one really bad. But it cut the rest of them really nicely. It also, I had a heck of a time cutting the sew. It ripped that one up, but I went back and just cut the sew, and the machine seemed to appreciate that a little more. And that's same with that flower, is when I was just cutting one, it just was like, okay, no problem. But when I was cutting 5, it was like, the first one, no. No, thank you. Okay. I'm going to kind of tear that a little bit so that just in case, here, let's see, get rid of that. Come on, glue. Okay. So I just want that to kind of go up a little bit in there. And this one, I decided to flip it so that it is actually using the lighter side. It's the only one I did that with, but I wanted it to be more angled this way. And to do that, I had to do that. I'll probably go over that with my little adhesive guy because it's so sticky. It's because it was on that mat. That mat is still sticky. I was talking with Nancy today, and both of us believe that the reason why they were so inexpensive is because they were the green mats that somebody accidentally put like the extra sticky, like that. Oh, what's it? The super sticky part mats that they sell. So we think it was just kind of a boo-boo on their part, and that's just how they're getting rid of them. So at some point, I'm going to have to kind of get some of that sticky off, or at least hope that it goes away. I've never had a mat this sticky for this long. I'm pretty excited that it's sticky too. Okay, so that's pretty much what I wanted to do on this page. I think that this paper is gorgeous. I love the film strip. I love these flowers. I am excited to do more with these pieces. I feel like it's missing something but that's right. I did grab some of these little guys. I don't even know where these are from. They are faceted. So I wanted to add a little bit of those in just for some bling and put, let's see, so there's a couple up there, 3 up there. Let's put that there. Yeah, I like that. That gives it a nice little, oh, and you can really see those in the camera too. I think that they were Stampin' Up ones, but I don't know. They could be close to my heart. Honestly, no clue. They were just in my stash, and I was like, oh, I want to use these. But I like how they're clear and how you can kind of see through them, but also how they are so blingy up there in the camera. That's amazing. Okay, I'm going to set that one aside for a second because I'm not going to be assembling this one yet. I'm going to be looking at where things are going to go. So the sizes over here, aside from this piece, are exactly the same as over on that other one. Okay, let me actually take the black out of here too. And here's this piece. Okay, well, I'm not sure where I want that yet. So this piece is going to go about here. This piece somewhere, it's actually probably about there, and this piece here. So I kind of want to have some color up here, especially behind the sew. I don't want to overdo it, but I'm not finding that this stamps really well second generation. That's one thing I will say about Stampin' Up! Inks is you can do like 3 generations, but I'm not getting that with these. And it could be it's because of this type of stamp. I don't know. I have no clue. Let's see, the second generation, you can't even really see it. Kind of weird. Okay, I just want to kind of stamp that up there. Maybe this one kind of over there and over here. I like that. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's going to be pretty. And that's so, I did cut 3 of these if I didn't say that already. I like that. That makes that look a lot better than it was. Very happy with that. Okay, now where else? I kind of want something down here, maybe a little bit right in here. Okay, so let's set those aside for just a second. And let's move that little foamy piece. I could flip my mats over, but then I have to move more stuff than I want to. Okay, kind of go there. Set that up. I like that. And that's kind of visible. Maybe the small one down here, because you're just going to see it below the, oh, I didn't put the mat, but that looks pretty good. Okay, there, kind of like that. Okay, let me set these pieces back over here and see where else we need some. Okay, about there. And the photo mats, where did I set those? Are just right here. So that one's going to go that way, and that one's going to go that way. It needs something in this side. I love how that turned out. That's awesome. And maybe a little something over here, but it would be small. Let's see here. Let's actually use this little guy. Okay. I'm going to use the big one because it seems to kind of take that away when you're, it makes it not so, oh my gosh, there's a big spot there. Okay, now over here, I kind of want to do something. I kind of like the idea of a bunch of those on that one side. Okay. Now let's see if I hate it. Oh, no, I really like that. I like that a lot. Okay, perfect. I think it's looking pretty darn good. Yeah, I like it. And it's just random, but I'm happy with it. Okay, so that was all done in Glacier with the Perfectly Imperfect patterns. I don't use that stamp set very much because Sometimes it feels like it's too perfect, and sometimes it feels like it's not. Tonight's one of those nights where I'm like, I want to just use it. Okay, so I'm going to put this piece down. I like this back too on this. It's very pretty. Okay, and I want about, yeah, I'm just going to build this page up, and then I will, oh, no, I'm going to put this on here, and then I'll put on this piece right here. Because in order for me to get that side perfect, I've got to, well, as perfect as I'm going to get it, I've got to put this piece on here. Okay. Set that over there. Now, the So Loved, I was debating colors. I ended up going with the Glacier. I thought that was the best option for me, but I really do just love the whole black with it. I think that was the biggest part for me, was that black outline, especially after these beautiful flowers. Okay, so let's see here. That right there. I also like on the cut file how this doesn't go completely over. So it's just not, I just like it random, even though it's planned random. Okay, and this, I think I'm gonna leave a little more of a space here because this side is bigger. So if I leave more space there, it's fine because I want to see more of that. And I want to try and get the photo mats kind of even along here. I like that the white is kind of showing and it's kind of roughed up. I think that looks really cool. So this one is about there. And this one, right there. And I'm going to not press down up there. And I did grab this piece that I had cut a while ago because I wanted a little tab there. So we're going to slip that under the picture space before I press down. Okay. I think that gives it a nice little boost of something. Okay. Next, let's put this little guy on. And I want that to kind of do that. Okay. So over here, we've got the leaves. I'm going to tear that again because I think it looks better when you can't see the other end of it. Put that there. And then this big one will go on top of that. And then the little one's a little better. We'll put that here. And then we'll slip this little guy under here because I always, well, you know what? On that one, I usually like the bigger flower on top, but I'm liking that little one right there. I think it's cute. It's a cute little one. Okay, the next one will be sew. Just adding a little adhesive. Probably should be using my Xyron for this, but I'm just not in the mood to deal with the extra sticky. Okay, so now we've got Loved. And I think I'm just going to try to put it clear up here at the top and use that line as my, I kind of like it more centered. But you know me, I'm not going to be able to get that on very good. Let me grab my ruler and maybe that'll help me. Don't hold your breath though, right? Maybe I'll do it from this end. Yeah, that should work. Should. Stress the word should. I think these letters would be perfect with like this green pattern as well. I don't think they would do as well with the floral pattern. I think that would be too busy for the small amount of space that you're seeing, but I think the green would be cute. Another would probably be this newsprint style. Okay. Looks like I might have done okay with that. Let me look up in the camera, and it looks like it's going downward. Let's see if we can. The V is kind of crooked. Come on, move. Yeah. I think I had originally thought I might pop those, but then I was like, I think I like them that way. I'm going to put some of these little clears up here. There. And then put some down here. I'm so excited I found these. I love them. They're really pretty. Let's see here. Right there. I like that. Okay, I'm going to set these aside real quick. Worked out really well for me. But I'm really happy with this. I think it's pretty. I mean, only thing I probably could have also done was maybe some shimmer brush or something, or maybe put some twine, but I wasn't feeling that today. This area right here is a perfect area for a little bit of journaling strips once I figure out the pictures. But I really am happy with this. I think it turned out really good. I think using the black, actually, let me move these mats so you can see it a little better. Let me set those mats down. Okay. See how they kind of line up and have the black background. I think it brings out the mink. It gives the mink a little bit more of a presence. I tried white and I did not like the white daisy on there. It needed a little bit of a color, but like Glacier was a little too much blue. The green definitely no. And what was the other color? Oh, Lagoon was the other one I was kind of looking at, and it was just too much. And so where this mink on the light side gives it just a little bit of pizzazz and it doesn't take too much from the paper. But here's another look at these little guys. Oh, I also only wanted these words on one side. So on this one, I cut off from the bottom. And on this one, I didn't want more words that were kind of the similar. So I cut the top so that I would have different. And this had more newsprint looking and this had more title. That was planned that way. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come play today. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you would love to see more of my videos. Leave a comment. I always appreciate those, and I try to get back as soon as possible on those. And have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.